2. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Jedi Night Live. Dude, I've missed you. I haven't seen you in like a freaking week.
It's been too long for us to see
nuts.
each other.
I haven't
for
seen
this to happen.
It's been wild.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I am Brad Hughes, the host of the Jedi Talk Podcast and this live stream. And this is my glorious, beautiful, bearded. Last time I saw you, didn't have a beard.
Yeah, that's saying something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Evan Boucher. Evan, what's going on?
Hello there, my friend. Hello there.
Had a glorious week. Did you have a good week?
It's been a good week. It's been busy.
I had a glorious week.
It's been a good one. I've been counting tonight. I guess I kind of snuck into 2 parks. So
look at you.
I finally got to see Epcot with the new nighttime lighting package.
Isn't it dope?
They nailed those lights. I think it's beautiful.
It's unbelievable.
And I've seen the fountain now 3 times, and I've cried every time.
The
fountain is
beacon
beautiful.
of light is just...
Yeah. But I gotta say, the new music to me is forgettable. Like, I'm like, meh.
I think it's not hummable, but I don't think everything needs to be immediately hummable.
That's correct.
There are things that you can like hear, like for example, the Luke Skywalker scene in Mandalorian, where like it'll get stuck in your head the more you watch it.
Now I can hum it. I know what it is. Like, but they haven't completely removed the like '90s Epcot music. It's in like the turnstiles before you scan, and then it's in like what's left of Future World.
Yeah, the entrance loop is still the same.
Yes, it's just when you're where the old gravestones used to be, the old tombstones.
Leave a legacy.
Yeah, where those used to be.
The old mausoleums.
Yeah, that's the monoliths. Yeah.
Ugh, they're awful.
So that's where the new music is, and it's okay. It's okay.
I like the new music. It's very cinematic.
Super cinematic.
I think I do think the music will work better once you walk to that point. You don't look around and see, downtown Baghdad all around you.
Yeah.
Because I think it's kind of like, it's almost just weird. Epcot's always done this. It's like, it's almost like optimistic.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, futuristic and hopeful.
Yeah, and I think once everything gets set there, you'll be good to go.
Once Epcot is optimistic.
Yes, So I think we're turning the corner with this COVID thing, man. Yeah. I know there's been a few issues with, I don't even want to say this because we might get demonetized on YouTube for this, but...
Can't say the words.
There's been some issues with some vaccines that I had. I'm fine.
And almost died from no.
I felt terrible for 2 days, but I'm completely fine. The chances of you getting the blood clot from that vaccine are literally less than 1 in a million. There was 6 people out of 8 million people throughout the country who got. That's
like 0.8% of a person.
Yeah, that's completely. By the way, that's less than normal variants in medicine. Yeah. So you're fine.
They nailed the medicine too.
Yeah, like. it's fine. Have you been vaccinated yet?
No.
Neither
I'm going to. No, but like,
dang, dude.
I don't have my schedule set yet where like I can be out of commission for a day and be okay.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need it. It's rough. I mean, no matter what vaccine you go with, Moderna, Pfizer,
for a day because I'll be axed.
Yeah.
So once I get my schedule where I can request,
it felt good to
stay in this day.
Dude, honestly though, like even with the J&J, it was good to just be done.
Yeah, that's gone.
Like you're done. You sit home for a few days. You go like, ugh. Like I know, I'm not gonna say names, but Holly's brother or my soon-to-be brother-in-law got the J&J shot and was out for a day and a half. But he's fine. Like today, he's the one that bikes like 100 miles.
Shape.
Oh, dude, his resting heart rate is 52.
Yeah, amazing.
I mean, unreal. He's the man. But that's not what this is about. It's not COVID talk. This is Star Wars focused content, everybody. Let's get into some Star Wars stuff. There's a lot of news. There's not a lot of news, but there's small, big things, and a lot of them are very, very interesting. And let's go ahead and hit that first topic, Austin. Thank you very much for being the great producer that you are. And get it popping. I'm gonna let you do this because this is
a great producer because he sets up an hour ahead of time.
I was like, what? You got to do an hour of prep?
Yeah, he's like, okay, so 8 my time and 9 your time. I was like, what do you mean?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, so
let's do this. Let's bring it up.
First huge piece of news that it's funny because when
it's not news. This is okay. We'll get to this in a minute. It is news. I just don't know if you know the story. We'll get to it. Go ahead.
Maybe you have a good name for it, but Josh tomorrow at some media event. I don't even know what it was. I didn't know it was happening until the day that Twitter exploded. And I don't even have Twitter. I just heard that Twitter was going crazy. So he he walked out on stage at the end of this media event.
No, that's not what happened.
No?
It was a recorded video.
Okay, I see. Mine's all rumors, so you can tell it.
From what I understand, I could be wrong, but from what I understand, there was like a shareholder meeting or a media event type of thing that happened. It was kind of hush hush, and if they go, you're not allowed to record or do anything. And at the end of this thing, Josh said something to the effect of like, the future of the parks is technology, and I'm paraphrasing. Yeah. And he pulled out a lightsaber hilt, turned it on, and a beam of light came out like a real lightsaber, and the internet went on in a tizzy. Yeah.
Even Scott Trowbridge, he tweeted, he's like, yes, it's real. Like, I can't show you anything, but it's real. So, Scott Trowbridge, he made Galaxy's Edge.
I messaged a friend who was at this event. I'm not going to say names because but it's someone very, 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 very credible and very prominent in the Disney community. Yeah. And I said, did you see the video? And that person responded, yes, he said, yes, ... holy crap. And I was like, okay.
He's one of the smartest people on the planet.
On the planet.
He's like saying this,
and he goes, it was so good, I thought it was CGI. And I was like, okay. And he goes, we kind of have a conversation about it. And I said, so this is for the Star Wars Hotel, right?
Maybe.
And he goes, I would assume so, because
it could be more.
It could be. And I think eventually down the road it will be.
I think it'll be shows.
But here's the thing.
On planet.
There's not a ton of hype for the hotel like there was Galaxy's Edge.
Correct.
Like, even me, I'm gonna do it. We've talked about you and me are gonna, once they announce dates, you and me we're gonna book a trip. We're gonna pay the deposit, and we're gonna do it. We're doing it. We'll do it as soon as we can. Maybe not opening day, but we're gonna do it as soon as we can. Right. There's not a lot of hype, and I think if you want to hype something up, they got the hype train right now rolling on this. People are talking about this. Yeah. My dad messaged me. Like, I know something is like in the mainstream when my dad messages me, not because my dad doesn't listen, but like he pays attention like to Disney stuff. Like something will come out and like 2 days later I'll get a screenshot of an article. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that was like
I read that 2 days ago.
And he's like, this is exciting. Yeah. And I think that it would be smart to parlay this into the Star Wars Hotel. Yeah. Now, I want one.
Right. So how much would you pay for this?
I would pay $500 for this.
$1,000?
That's it. No.
For a real lightsaber.
No, not $1,000. It's a novelty. You can't hit anything with it. It's a beam of LED strips. We've seen the pattern.
Anything with it, unless it's actually going to kill somebody. Then no.
I also want to say this is not news.
No. Yeah. Yes.
No, hang on. Star Wars Celebration 2017 Orlando. They do a panel before it's called Galaxy's Edge. Yeah. They do a panel called Star Wars in the Disney Parks. The host is, I forget his name, but he does all the Star Wars stuff. You see him at Celebration every year.
Was it Andy?
Matt something?
Anthony? Okay, it wasn't Anthony. So, okay. Anthony Carboni.
No, it wasn't Anthony Carboni. He's like a bigger guy. I think his name's Matt something. Okay. Comes out on stage, and he's like, we have a lot to talk about. The panel was interesting because it was half the history of Star Tours. That's cool. And they showed like concept art that had never been seen to the public. I have the whole panel on video somewhere. Nice. And it's one of the ones. Every time I uploaded it, it always got pulled off YouTube. I don't know why, but
it's not like there's copyrighted music or
you can still find it on YouTube though
from other people.
Yes, but for whatever reason, every time I uploaded the video, it got pulled. I don't understand. Yeah, okay. But even if it was copyrighted music, they would just demonetize you. Like it doesn't.
Right, that's true.
I do not know. I think maybe they don't want it. Last I checked, you could still find it. And I urge you, if you want to see that I'm not lying here, go look this panel up. Watch like a full panel. They exist. He comes out on stage and he's like, we're going to talk about the history of Star Tours, and he's like, and the future of Star Wars in the Disney parks. And part of that is, this brand new multi-acre expansion. They didn't even call it Galaxy's Edge. They didn't call it anything. No, yeah. There was no name for it. And he goes, I've seen some things. He goes, I've seen models. I've seen real lightsabers. And I was like, huh. That's a weird thing to throw out there.
Yeah, just to drop in.
And then we never heard anything about it again.
4 years ago. That happened.
Nothing. Yeah. We heard nothing about it. Yeah. And that always stuck with me, like, because I was in my head, I was like, so he saw like a Savi's hilt or like a Legacy lightsaber, but
the those effects on Rise.
Yeah, those had already existed though. Like Disney hadn't sold them, but like, you could buy a lightsaber hilt for decades. Yeah. You could buy those for decades. And so I always thought like that was a weird thing to just throw out there.
In the middle of a sentence, just keep rolling too. Like, real lightsabers, models. Was it what?
And so that's why I say this isn't news. This has been around for a long time. We've seen the patents for a while. Yeah. It is news that it might be like coming to consumers.
There's already one physically done already.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
The only thing I'm concerned about is the way it looks like the patent works is it looks like it's like a lightsaber hilt and there's like a chain in there that like shoots up an LED strip.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's going to be connected to a collapsible thing, which is kind of what it looks like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's hard to tell with these patents because like it's just random labeled stuff that doesn't really make any sense.
But the name of it was just like Ignited Light Sword or something.
Yeah.
That's the name of this patent. I was like, okay, it's pretty.
I think if it's. I hadn't considered stage shows.
I think it's.
And that's very interesting.
Because like
that's something they announced at Celebration too. Was the stage shows?
You can't really hit anybody or anything with it.
Yeah.
But if your choreography is that tight, you can not. It's like when you're pulling punches, like the Indiana Jones show. They're not actually punching them. It's the whole. It's that whole thing. Yeah. It's that whole thing. So they can just do that with lightsabers, and they'll be fine.
This one.
No, it's a stunt show now. Now we're like revealing how.
Jedi Talk stunt show.
But so they could do that, but it also could just be because they also, I don't know who said this, but it was someone talking about those lightsabers. That's credible. I forgot who it was, but I remember them being credible. They were like, they also mentioned how Kylo Ren is going to board the spacecraft, the Halcyon. So maybe Kylo's,
wait, what?
Yeah, so maybe Kylo's going to have the actual saber. So
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I forgot who said it, but
really?
It was somebody legit. I forget who it was, but so maybe he's going to come out with a real saber. So
that's very interesting.
Yeah. So it could just be something as small as that. You see him hold it for 5 minutes.
They have this to just go like, do people care about this?
Right.
Because here's the thing. If they want to make $1 billion and make up some COVID money, sell these for $400 a pop.
Yeah. Or
people will. The only thing about it is it's such a novelty. Like you literally would only buy it to turn it on and off.
Yeah. That's basically the only reason I have mine.
I mean, you can fight with these.
You can, but
it's not recommended.
Have you ever?
Yeah.
Really?
Especially the video of me and the kid on bus too.
That's true. But still, that's
me and my son do it all the time.
1 out of like 2 years. Okay, so you and like Bentley. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but like realistically, no one's fighting with these. Nobody. Even the people that do, I forget what it's called now. But even the people that do actual choreography fights, they don't use these.
No,
it's
just too fragile.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, if it's available for sale, I'm gonna get one.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people would be like walking around Batu all day.
Would you buy that before going to the hotel?
Yeah,
I think I would.
Yeah. I think so too. I think so too. It'd be cool to have it at the hotel.
Yes. I don't know. I think it'll let us take Savi's things and take our droids. Is that a thing? Can you? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Surely they will. Like, come on.
Again, like you have to let us use these things in the land because that's where they make sense.
Where is no lightsabers.
Remember that? They were strict on that for a while too.
It was like day 1. They died.
It wasn't day 1 because at Disneyland they were like, "Do not pull your lightsaber out."
Yeah.
I think they really just thought people were going to walk around fighting each other with them.
Yeah.
And they're like, "We don't want any."
Which is so strange because people are stupid, but that's the only thing I've seen people be smart about. Like I have seen people do like little, back and forth fights. That's at 9:30 at night when the park closed at 8.
And it's 2 friends.
And it's 2 best friends, and there's nobody within 40 feet of them.
Would you lightsaber fight me in front of the Millennium Falcon?
Yeah, hell yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah.
Film it.
That'd be great.
This week this is a sidebar here between me and Evan. No one's listening, it's fine. I'm going to start the project I told you about.
Ooh.
Friday.
Very cool.
Very exciting. We'll announce that later.
You have other people?
No, I'm just gonna get what I can and kind of document what I have and kind of do it like a
using the things
storyboard. Storyboard kind of
like a live storyboard.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that on a later date. But this is I think it's very interesting. It's
insanely interesting. Which is
this is the first thing I've seen from Disney Star Wars that's inventive.
I mean, like not counting Rise.
Rise is inventive, but it's literally all the tricks that they've ever had. I said this before. Rise of the Resistance is the Mary Poppins of Disney attractions. It's all the tricks they've learned.
It's the other 40 things they put together. It's nothing new.
It's nothing, but it's new. But like, don't get me wrong. I'm not.
There is nothing in that that's like we've never seen before.
No.
Yeah, nothing. I was like, no, nothing.
maybe the blaster bolts, but that's just a spinning. It's not a new effect. It's something that they've just incorporated into the ride.
Yeah, I want to say, does like Mystic Manor have something like that?
Scrims?
Don't they have like lightning? And yeah, they have that kind of stuff in Mystic Manor. Like the finale of that is like a tornado thunderstorm thing in a room.
So. Like the breaking apart wall.
The wall came from Mystic Manor. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
I'm just saying it's like that's high contribute. Like they always said that Mary Poppins was Walt's crowning achievement because it literally took everything they ever learned from Snow White to the current time.
And animatronics.
Yeah, and everything.
Live action and singing. And,
it's the amalgam of everything, which is why that movie's so important.
Yeah.
But I think that's why Rise is so important because it's like it's the mixture of everything.
Yeah.
It's putting it all together in one cohesive story and one cohesive show, for lack of a better term.
But this is the first like new thing.
Yeah, first brand new thing. There's never been a lightsaber like this.
Because like you said, Savi's isn't new. We've had NeoPixel and Saberforge and yada yada.
That's cool, and I think I like these much better. They're like official, so it's.
That's why I like them better because they're like the closest you'll ever get to the one using.
And I'll be honest, I have a few Saberforge lightsabers.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah, I got sent him.
One day we'll get my buddy Nick on the show, and he'll be able to tell us so many things about this.
I got sent 2 from someone in our Facebook group.
Nice,
but they just seem cheaper. Like the cutting on them looks very surgical,
which is weird because they are not cheaper.
No, and that's why it's weird. It's just, but like, there's something about taking any of those 13 lightsabers over there. There's something, whatever it is. I think it's 12.
It's more than 10. That's
1,
for sure.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 14 total because the Socrates is inside.
And you have your Savis too, so 15.
15. If you take any of those things and you look at them, they don't look cheap or fake.
No.
Like the one I think that looks the best is the Skywalker lightsaber, the original lightsaber.
Yeah, the one I call
the one they call Rey. It's not Rey, but it is.
That does look the best.
It just looks perfect.
Yeah, it looks like
it feels right.
A New Hope.
It feels right.
Yeah,
it looks right.
It feels how it should feel.
Yeah, and it's just perfect. And I've seen other ones of that lightsaber that look weird. They look janky and look off.
Yeah, because there's so many like random boxes and like random little like triangles and like if you get the shape of that thing just half a centimeter off, you'll know that because we've been watching this movie for 40 years. Mm-hmm. We know what it looks like. So and that's another thing with the saber. Are they gonna do legacy hilts? Or are they gonna be all random ass made up hilts?
You know what I think they should do? I think they should tie something into the
Republic hilts.
Yes.
That's
exactly what I was going to say. They should tie this in.
I just knew you were going to say it.
They should tie this into the Jedi Temple on Batuu.
Yeah.
Expand the story.
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden does Doc have this? Yeah. I'm assuming that's where you'd get it from.
Yeah. If they do end up selling it to guests, Doc would be the guy that buy.
What if they just make it like Savi's? You can make that would be the dream.
That'd be insane. But
would you buy another Savi's lightsaber for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, if they sell this, I'm buying it no matter what. So it doesn't matter if it's a made-up hilt, a character hilt, a custom hilt, whatever.
What would you prefer?
That would be, I think, the best time to do a new, like a better version of a custom hilt that has like different than the whole like 4 pieces that you just click in. Like,
5, but yeah.
Well, if you count, the Switch like doesn't count.
Well, technically, the Switch is a piece.
The Switches are all the same.
Kinda.
They're bad. There's not a good Switch.
The thicker one on the one we have is good.
The one that's like kind of like a U shape. That one.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like my.
I don't even know what my Savi's lightsaber is.
I still haven't bought any new pieces. You buy mostly new pieces.
Yeah, I've got.
I need to go buy a new Switch.
I want to get all of the ones that play with High Republic lightsabers, man. Yeah. They look so good.
It's so cool that they did that.
Peace and Justice is dope.
Yeah. But it's so funny. Last thing for this is like it's so funny. Because, like, remember when our friends Santina and Kim came, before they came down and visited, they were texting me that they're like, so how does the Savi's lightsaber work? How do these sabers work?
If I had $1,
they're like,
every time I got asked that question,
like, how does the blade work? Does it come in and out? And I was like, no, sadly.
But no one asked that about the legacy ones. No one cares.
No, yeah.
They're like, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. But they're like, so does the blade just come out? Do you have to work? And I was like, no, sadly, it's a blade and a hilt, so you click them. And I told her after that, I was like, I was so convinced before I bought mine, before I saw them, that Disney was going to make it happen. That Disney was going to make a real lightsaber. I was so convinced, and then it didn't ever happen.
I was convinced too because they said it.
That's why I was convinced, because I was like, either Disney, and like I was like, as a kid, I'm like, they can do anything. Disney can do anything. Like it's gonna happen.
If they can actually, so my only like hesitation on this is the fact that it hasn't already been implemented in something. Like it's not in Rise of the Resistance yet. Like
it should have been.
Like here, this is what I mean. If you go back and watch the promo stuff for Rise of the Resistance, when Kylo Ren, spoiler alert, shoves his lightsaber down the elevator shaft, it looks like a lightsaber. Yeah. In the ride, it's clearly like a spinning red stick.
Yeah. If you only do it once your whole life and you don't even know it's coming there, you'd be like, you wouldn't even notice. But like, we've noticed.
I've done it 100 times.
I've only done. 60. You're not really 100 yet.
It's like 61.
I'm 33, so.
Yeah, I think it's like 61.
Jeez. 66.
I can't wait to write it for my 66th time. Okay, let's move on to something else. I could talk about this all day. We're going to talk about this more on the actual Jedi Talk podcast, and I'm going to go more into detail of what I heard about it. So check that out over anywhere you get your podcast. I've been Jedi Talk. Subscribe, and it'll come up. We're going to try to do it one day this week.
If you want more on it, just like type in on Twitter.
Yeah, you can find it. You can find
lightsaber.
It is interesting to me that it's real. But let's move on to the next thing. What's the next one?
Well, I think they even mentioned it, how like when they were talking more about the parks, how Disney Plus is like the future of the parks. So, and it's definitely the future of Star Wars. And we're getting old stuff now on Disney Plus.
I kind of feel like movies are dead.
In a way. Like,
don't you kind of feel like that?
The last movie we saw was Onward.
Last movie I saw in theaters was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, you saw that, yeah.
It was good.
I didn't see
Sonic was good. It was
Austin would love it because it
wasn't the best movie.
He loves the mustache guy.
Dr. Eggman, Robotnik, whatever you call it.
He loves. That's Jim Carrey, right?
Yeah.
Austin loves Jim Carrey.
That's a match made in heaven.
That's his favorite actor. So Austin might. We should ask him. He's probably seen it.
Dude. It really is a solid movie. Like it really is decent. It's not bad.
Nice. Huh? I'll watch it eventually one day.
I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. I mean, I think it might be the best
video game
movie. 100%. That or Detective Pikachu. Those are
both.
Didn't see that one either. They're both really good. Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu.
Nice.
That's all you need to know. It's great.
And Bill Nighy is the villain, which is like.
Bill Nighy?
Yeah, not the science guy, but
Bill Nighy, the science mahi.
He plays Davy Jones in Pirates.
Is he Mewtwo?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyhow, Disney Plus now has like not all the old stuff, but they're getting the old stuff on there. We got the Ewok movies. We got a clip from the original holiday special.
I wonder why they didn't drop the whole holiday special. Think they're waiting for Christmas?
It's going to be on there eventually.
For sure.
I will bet
this Christmas, I'll bet any amount of money the whole
thing. I don't think it'll be this Christmas.
Oh, I think so.
You do? It's going to be there one day. Whether it's this year or 20 years from now.
Vintage story collection, whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, it's a whole tab under Star Wars.
Yeah, the Vintage Saga?
Vintage or something.
It's vintage something.
I can just pull up.
Look it up and see, because I want to know what it's called. It's the vintage.
I think it is vintage series or.
It's not collection.
Well, it's not vintage series because that'd be the toys.
The vintage collections of toys.
Then maybe it is series.
I thought it was vintage stories or something. I don't know. But I watched the same one you watched, and it's a rough go. My kids liked it though.
Well, of course they did. That's fine. It's for them. That's what.
And my kids watched the first 3 episodes of the Ewok show.
Series.
And by the way, the Ewok show is the worst television show ever produced.
I bet.
The theme song to that is horrifying.
Specials?
No, just go hit Star Wars. Hit Star Wars.
Look, I did. I'm on the Star Wars tab. Series. It's not there.
Nope. Just go.
Keep going down. Did they take it off already? Because there it is.
Right here.
Star Wars Vintage.
Okay.
And we got Caravan of Courage.
I can't wait to watch that. I'm watching that tonight.
The Battle for Endor. And then we have The Faithful Wookiee, which is the short Boba Fett introducing segment from the original holiday special.
Which is, okay, can we talk, you watched this, right?
Yeah.
Can we talk about the lack of continuity?
So much lack.
I mean, this is why Disney had to reboot everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you can give them crap for whatever you want. They made Boba Fett a good guy. He was like loyal to Luke and Han.
He turns on him though, because then he's like Darth Vader. He like calls him up on that FaceTime thing.
I don't remember that. I just remember I was in 100% transparency. I was making dinner for my kids.
Okay.
And I was kind of listening to it. And I was like, wait, he's a good guy?
He pulls up Vader on the comm. He's like, Vader, I've got the Wookiee and the Rebel or whatever. And
was that the beginning of the episode, though?
No, that's at the very end.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I stand corrected.
Yeah. And it's so funny that
if this was a podcast, I could edit this out. Maybe wrong. I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't. You never It's so funny because, like, 3PO is the only guy the whole time. It's like, should we trust this guy? Like, look at him. Do we trust him? Awesome. Should we do it? It's so funny because everyone else is like, yeah, he seems fine. He's nice. Yeah, sure.
A lot of cool imagery got dragged from this to the Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah. The Mythosaur is in there. The Pulse Rifle's in there. Yes.
I think I'm going to get the Quill Black Series. I don't have it yet. I think I'm going to get it.
It's out there. There's thousands of them.
There's a billion of them.
I just saw them all at Disney Springs and over at Hollywood Studios.
I didn't show you what I got the other day at the outlets.
No.
They had, so you know how they have all the Zori Bliss ones at the outlets?
Yeah.
I got freaking the Knight of Ren. That one on the bottom left. They had one of them. And Count Dooku.
You showed me Count Dooku. I've never seen a Knight of Ren.
There you go.
I want one of
right there.
I think that's Ushar. I think.
It's a different one than the vintage collection.
Yeah, because that's Affleck. The vintage one. I have Affleck. Yeah. I have him. I always flip. I think that's either Vikral or Ushar. I always flip them. I think that's Vikral. Now,
I think you're right.
But I want that. I've never seen a Black Series Knight of Ren. And I hate that they just don't give them the name on the box. You put the name on the box. It'll help people.
I saw another dark Ray today, too, at Disney Springs, which she's not technically out yet. Did you know that?
Still?
It's supposed to be, according to Hasbro Pulse, it's 8/1. So
they've been out, but not out for a while.
Can you hear me the Boba Fett? I want to do a review of this.
Yeah, your favorite one.
It's the greatest action. I think that's the single-handedly the greatest action figure that they've ever done. We'll get to that in a minute, but I just want to talk about this.
I want that Knight of Ren. That kind of pisses me off.
I might give it to you.
No, man.
I bought it for you. I bought it, and I was like, I don't know if he has this or whatever. Mm-hmm. I bought it because they had one of them.
Yeah, you have to at that point. But
I would give it to you. I don't give it that badly.
You're more of a hardcore collector than I am. Yeah, if you find another one, get it. But that's yours.
I don't have a problem giving it to you. I really don't. We'll see. I'm going to the outlet tomorrow. If they don't have it, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Fair enough. So
because you like the Knights of Ren more than I do.
Yeah.
And I like Vintage Collection more than Black Series anyway, so.
I only have like a handful of Black Series. I like them if it's specific characters.
We'll see what happens. We'll see.
But the only one we've watched so far is Faithful Wookiee, and it's like the animation on that is bad. Like Han
looks like
his nose is like this long.
It's
like
so strange.
And his eyes are like squint. He's like, it's.
We can get the lunchbox from over there and show you what we're talking about.
It's literally that.
It's that. It's bad. I mean, it's.
But they got all the voice actors back.
But it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Like when you see that figure of Han and you hear Harrison Ford's voice, you're like, what is this? Yeah. It's worse.
It makes it stand out even more that it's bad. Because you're like,
somehow
that's definitely Han's voice. That is not Han.
We gotta keep going. It's 9:41 already. Okay.
We need to watch the
watch it.
Tartakovsky series.
We're gonna watch that together. Hopefully this week.
It is awesome.
I can't wait to watch it. Go check all the cool stuff out. Number 3.
Number 3 on our news is the McDonald's toys.
Are they out here?
Yeah.
Like they're sold out?
No, they're not sold out.
No, okay.
Kylo Ren is sold out.
Really?
Yeah, that's the one I went and specifically asked for, and the day I went, they only had Sith Troopers.
Huh.
But since then, I've gone back.
Which one did you go to? The one right up the road?
By Publix?
Yeah, that one down this way?
They only had Sith Troopers.
Weird.
But I did go back.
Hook up.
Yeah, that's true. So if you find the Kylo, please, I'll pay $10 for it.
It'll be 25, but so.
I won't pay 25.
Yeah, you will.
Not for that.
Yeah, you will.
No, not for McDonald's toy that looks like. What's the things I don't like? The Funko Pops.
You'll pay it.
No.
You'll pay it.
No.
If this is the last one and you're never gonna have it, you'll pay it.
No.
Oh, you'll pay it.
25.
Yeah, he'll pay it.
No.
He's gonna pay it.
No, I won't. So
I haven't gotten any of them yet. I know that they came out. I don't typically do Happy Meal stuff. The only full Happy Meal set it's the only one I've ever bought.
Mickey Minis.
Was the ones for the Disney World ones, and I just got lucky, and then now I have a connection to a McDonald's around us. I'm not saying which one. With one of the managers there, that if I call, I can get all of them. And I wish you'd have told me that these were coming out and you needed them, because I could have gotten all of them.
I thought you knew it was coming out.
No, I had no idea.
Thanks.
I don't pay attention.
No.
I really don't pay attention anymore. No. Some's gonna be pretty big for it to.
In Black Series.
That's it. That's the only thing I care about anymore. It really is. That in the comics is the only thing I care about.
There's a couple. I mean, Kylo's the best looking one. Vader, that one looks pretty good because it's his TIE advanced, and the helmet looks really good. But then, like,
I haven't even seen any of them.
No,
I know what they look
better
like
in person than they do in the picture. But
I know what they look like. They look like the Funko of
Funko
Kylo
Pops,
Ren. Yeah.
Basically, yeah. But they have little disc shooters in them. So you shoot
really?
discs out. It feels like a '90s toy. They had a ton of that stuff when we were kids.
Oh yeah.
When it was like little shooters that shoot like discs or.
When I was a kid, when you got a McDonald's toy, it was either a pullback toy.
Yeah.
Or you had something shoot out and jam down your throat.
Yep, safe, very safe. But the one that confused me the most until I saw it in person, they have a Yoda figure, but he was like on a ship. I'm like,
what ship is Yoda?
What ship is this from? And then like in the picture, it was a triangle. I'm like, why is he on a Star Destroyer? What the hell's going on?
Triangle?
Yeah, it was like a triangular ship. I was like, what the? But when you get there and you actually see it in person, it's cool because it's from the Clone Wars. It's a Republic cruiser.
Oh, the white and red one?
Yeah, basically.
Sweet,
yeah.
okay.
Just the paint isn't that great on it, but it's shaped just like a Republic cruiser.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's the only thing.
That's a deep cut. They had to really kind of figure that out. Because it's the only thing
that's not from a movie in there. You get Luke in the X-Wing from the originals and Vader from the originals.
Refresh my memory, now that we're talking about this. Does Yoda get into a ship when you see him go to Dagobah?
It looks like an escape pod. Okay. But it is a ship.
You do see something, right?
Yeah, it's just like an egg, basically, with like a point on it. Yeah, that flies in from Kashyyyk to Dagobah. So, yeah. But I just want to get Kylo. I'm glad I got the Sith one, because that's probably like my second or third favorite looking at them, the Sith Trooper. But it looks good.
I love the design of those. They look so cool. Yeah.
So, and then another helmet that you called. I forget which episode.
Is this the next story?
Yeah.
All right, next news topic here. A new Black Series helmet has been announced.
Yeah.
This was on. I'm pretty sure when we did the top 10 helmets that should be made on the podcast, not the live stream, but the podcast we did. I'm pretty sure I brought this one up.
I'm 99% sure you did then, but if not, it was some other time.
I want this. Show. I'm gonna pre-order this.
I believe it. It's not for me.
It's not. How is it not?
I've just never been. Wedge is okay. I'm like, hey. Yeah, I see it.
I gotta show you something.
Your wall.
I gotta show you something. Remind me to take you inside and show you something.
Okay, I'll write it down. That
sounds
strange.
You are gonna love it. You might freak out on this. It's a convention exclusive Kylo Ren figure. That's what I'm telling you.
I am gonna love that.
I got it on eBay the other day for a steal, son. For a steal. I'm so happy about it. It's Black Series too. This is a Black Series helmet that they got announced. They're doing Wedge Antilles, bro. You're gonna get your own Black Series Wedge Antilles helmet. It's gonna look just like this one that comes as an accessory on this figure here. Let me turn the brightness up so I can see it. Oh, what am I doing? We don't have a lot of time because my phone is dying. Yeah. You get your own little Black Series helmet like that. You can put on and look like a dork. I can't wait. He's one of my favorite characters. I love Wedge. Interesting if you like Black Series stuff like we do, especially the helmets.
I'm just hoping that we're going to get through all these weird random ones and get Episode 9 Kylo. The ones that make the most sense.
I don't think Wedge is one that doesn't make sense.
It makes sense, but that should have been like the 5th one they did. Like from now.
This is like the 5th one.
I mean from this point. Like, how do you?
There are more important ones.
Yeah.
But I think that I think they kind of go back and forth. They go like, here's a new one. Random. Here's an OT. Yeah. Here's a prequel one. Yeah. Here's a sequel one. Here's an OT. Here's a I think they kind of go in ways. I mean, the Vintage Collection has shown that. They go Phantom Menace. Yeah. Mandalorian. Episode 9.
Even something from Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Hondo from Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, you got yours, right?
Yeah. It's not Hondo from the Clone Wars.
No, it's Hondo from Galaxy's Edge.
He's got his red jacket on. It's Galaxy's Edge Hondo.
We got him on eBay the other day. It was very exciting. Not expensive either.
No.
25 ships for each one. Not bad. I mean, they're $13 each. When you can't find them anywhere, you gotta get them somehow. But I love that figure. I love it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get. Are you gonna get Wedge or not?
No.
You're not?
No.
Wow, I'm embarrassed to be your friend right now.
Like always. Last bit of big news is the Skywalker Academy was trademarked, right? By Lucasfilm. Just the phrase was trademarked. So
they trademark a lot of stuff, though.
That's true.
That's the only kind of like apprehension I have with this. But I think if you want, let me back up. I have had little to no issue with Disney Star Wars. There's a few things that I don't love.
Same.
But there's a few things I don't love about the original trilogy. There's a few things I don't love about the prequels. There's a few things I don't love about Star Wars. Just in general, right? I think if you're gonna try to like go back and win the fans back, especially after the season finale of Mandalorian.
Yeah,
this is the way to go.
This is the way.
If you, for sure, this is the way.
This is the way.
If you did a TV show, 3 seasons, okay?
I think we both know how it ends, like how it needs to end.
Correct. So here's what you do. You do a 3-season, 8-episode TV show. Yeah. First season, super light and fun. Luke shows up on whatever planet he's on.
He's just picking up.
Do we know what planet that is?
No.
That his temple's on?
It might be named in the Kylo comics, but aside from that, no, we don't know.
We need to go back and look at that.
Yeah.
So it takes place on that comic. First season, super duper light. Season finale of that show. Do whatever you want. Have him teaching younglings, whatever. You know, who cares what he teaches them. But then you have the end of season 1 is Ben Solo shows up.
Yeah.
So you see Grogu.
He gets dropped off. Who's going to drop him off? Is it Han or Leia?
It's got to be Leia.
Yeah. So do you get... I always flip the actresses. Is it Billy Lord?
Billy Lord.
So do you get Billy to do it?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Just like... that, for sure. Cool. She drops him off. That's the end of season 1. And that's like a holy crap moment of like, what? And then season 2 is like, Ben's all good. And then at the end of season 2, you see a switch.
And another
season 3, the second episode ends with what the flashback is in Last Jedi.
Yeah. We finally get a definitive answer between this whole debate.
Bro!
Yeah.
Give me I want a meeting at Lucasfilm. I got this show. Yeah. I got it.
Your boy Tyan.
I got it. Tyver Rossi's there.
Tyan, Bo, and Hennix. Those are like the 3 main characters aside from Luke and Ben. Yeah.
This would be incredible. This would be so good. I don't think they're going to do this.
But also,
make no mistake, but I think it would be a really smart idea.
Yeah. Also, what it could be is it could be Rey teaching people because she is a Skywalker. It could be that.
No.
I don't want that. I mean,
no. You gotta go.
Ben,
you gotta go with this as Luke doing it.
Yeah.
You have to. Yeah. People would get more mad at you if you called it the Skywalker Academy and then it's Rey.
Yeah.
They would be pissed. People would not be happy with that. So I think you got to go Luke.
And you'll have Mark Hamill out there pushing for it because he was the one. He was big time talking. He's like, after Mando, that this is like the Luke I wanted. He's like, this is my Luke here.
I get it's the Luke you wanted, but that's not a realistic Luke Skywalker for the circumstances that were presented in Episode 7.
It's perfect for Mando because that's how he is at that point in his life.
That's right. That makes sense because that's what it is.
Yes.
I've never understood people who didn't like. That's not my Luke Skywalker. It's like
what,
hey man, he's 65 and he screwed up
a lot.
The whole thing about Star Wars is the Jedi screw up
a lot.
That's the entire plot of the prequels.
Yeah,
they don't even they're so, for the lack of a better term, I apologize. It's supposed to be a family-friendly show. They're so up their own asses that they don't even see the Sith come back.
Yeah, and right
in front of them.
They talk to him every day.
They don't even see it.
Yeah.
They're so that's the whole thing is like it's the and he acknowledges that in Last Jedi about the arrogance of the Jedi Order.
But even in the prequels, the Jedi even say it like they kind of know. They're like the cloud of the dark side is like shrouding all of this.
Yeah,
so they know something's going on.
Something's up.
But they're like,
and that's the first Sith since before the High Republic.
Yeah, so that's a couple hundred.
I mean, we're talking hundreds of years. Like, I guess if you didn't, I do kind of go with the. That's kind of why I don't like how it was rushed in the prequels. Is like evil does kind of come slowly.
Yeah.
Like even with what's going on in our society right now, not that our society is evil, but like you can kind of feel it's like a little bit. It's deteriorating slowly.
Yeah.
It's not like one day a flip of a switch happens and
it's the same with making things good. It just isn't one day things are perfect.
Progression.
It takes forever to make it perfect. But
yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, it has to be Luke and Ben.
It's gotta be. Could you, dude? I mean. Do a 24 episodes. Or you could even do 18 episodes if you want to do 6 episodes.
I think 24 might be too long. I'd be okay if it was shorter. I'd be okay with like 20 or less.
I think the less you go, the better. But like if you wanted to do I think it would be a really cool misdirection if it was kind of a happy-go-lucky show, and then they're like, "Oh, just kidding, Ben showed up."
Yeah.
Like that would because everyone knows. Like, oh crap, like that would be a big. It would be like reverse Resistance, where it's like they kind of hint at all this cool stuff and then don't deliver on any of it.
Yeah.
do the opposite. Don't hit at anything and then just mic drop in the last episode.
Yeah.
That would light the internet on fire.
Yeah, maybe get.
But make the show good. Like make it a really, really fun, interesting show.
You can make it really nerdy too. Get like Larson Tekka involved.
Yeah.
Get Saga.
Have you finished any of High Republic? Have you read another page?
I've read like 5 chapters now.
Okay.
So I'm slowly getting.
Okay.
Basically, my free time consists of sleep.
In
at the
this.
moment. So, and finally now this. Finally.
I haven't seen you in like 2 in a week. I haven't seen you since the live stream.
Yeah,
That's
whenever
it.
that is on YouTube.
That was it.
Look it up. Yeah, it's been way too long. Yeah.
We talk every day, but I don't see you. It's different.
Yeah,
and it's so strange. You live right across the street. I don't see you. It's wild.
No, I sleep right across the street.
That's true.
I don't live there. I sleep there now. But
all right, let's move on to the next thing.
we're moving on, I guess, for new on.
I got so much more to talk about with this, but I want to say it for the podcast because we have to wrap this up sooner than later.
Yeah.
It's almost 10 already. Jesus Christ.
We got this. So new on Batu. You've actually
what's new on Batu?
This
next segment is called "What's New on Batu."
For the most part, nothing. I was just there 2 hours ago, but they do have a new wrap at Ronto Wrap, and it's called the Zuki Wrap. So I haven't tried it yet, but
I have. I tried it the second day it was released. I heard about it. I was working on some other stuff that morning, so I didn't get a chance to go to the opening day, but I went very early the next day. It's a vegetarian Ronto wrap. So basically what it is, it's actually, I mean, it's a Ronto wrap in the sense that it's a wrap, but it's the flavor profile is completely different. Really? It doesn't taste anything like a Ronto wrap.
Does it have a little bit of spice like Ronto?
Yes.
Ronto has a little bit
I think it might even be spicier than a Ronto wrap.
I might struggle. Because Ronto's perfect for me, the amount of spice.
It's not it's not like bad, but flavor, and I don't confuse spice with flavor. I think it's flavorful more than it is hot. It is the mayor of Flavortown.
The mayor of Flavortown.
It's just good. It's refreshing. It's what you want in the summer.
It's cheaper too. It's $12. It's $11.99.
That's insane to pay for a piece
of
for a fourth of a zucchini. It's not a lot of zucchini. That's the thing that pissed me off. It's zucchini. They cost 12 cents each. Can I get a full zucchini
for $12?
No, $12. Can I get a full zucchini or hey, half? I'm not selfish. Can I get half a zucchini for $12? Like, can I get some zucchini? And not a fourth.
It's in the name. It's called Zuki Wrap. Zuki Wrap.
I don't like the Zuki. That's stupid.
It sounds Star Wars.
Call it a vegan Ronto. I don't just. Ugh.
It sounds Star Wars.
No, it sounds like Disney trying to be Star Wars. It was really good. I hate chickpeas. I tried the first few bites.
It does have chickpea
with everything in it. And I was like, because I gotta be able to taste it and know if it's good or not. It's delicious minus the chickpeas. If you like chickpeas, you'll love it.
I don't even know if I like chickpeas.
Do you like hummus?
Don't know if I've ever even had hummus.
I would be shocked if you liked it.
Probably won't. You know me better than I know me.
I just kind of feel like you wouldn't dig it. Okay. It kind of has like an earthy. It reminds me of like beans. I like beans. I don't. See, it tastes like
I'm rice and beans. That's what I am.
You're Franks and beans.
Franks and beans. That's what it is.
Franks and beans.
Yeah. So I'll write that down too. That's not really Star Wars related, but I'm going to try hummus tonight.
I really liked it when I took the chickpeas out. But if you don't want to do a vegan thing, Ronto Wrap is still the best. I might say the breakfast Ronto Wrap's even better.
I was about to ask you what.
And I don't like eggs.
I know,
but I love that Ronto Wrap.
I don't like hot dogs. But I love Ronto Wrap.
It's the cheese on it with it. Oh, it's just so good.
So what's your ranking now?
I gotta go Ronto Wrap the first.
Ronto breakfast.
Ronto breakfast Zuki.
Okay.
But if I could get it without chickpeas, I'd rank them on par. I don't know if you can because it's mixed in with the salt.
I bet you could.
The slaw, I think.
Or something, right?
Maybe. I don't want to be that guy. That's like allergy, but I'm not really allergic to it.
What are they gonna do? Check your medicine card? Check your medicine license?
I don't know. Also, what's new on Batu is I just noticed this because I'm looking at them. The Coke bottles are now available at the Star Wars store at Disney Springs. I saw them today. I got a picture of it. Yeah, the Coke bottles are available for purchase, not on Batu.
But is there Coke in them? Are they cold?
Nope, not cold, but they're on the shelf.
I didn't notice it. Oh wait, no, it's in the Galaxy's Edge store, right?
Yeah,
I didn't go to that store.
Is it called Outpost?
Yeah. Because you have to go like the Trading Post by Split.
It's the one.
You have Rainforest Cafe.
It's the one closer to the one by Rainforest.
Okay, I didn't go there today.
Yeah, so. They were there. First time I've seen them. I mean, I haven't been there in a week.
That's fine. I'm okay with it.
It was cool. I'm like, if you forget it, like you're in the
or
if
you
park,
don't want to lug it around all day, just because you can't put that in your pocket.
They're the same price, $6. Now I don't know if you get your discount on it since it's technically merchandise at that point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You might get. I haven't taken those to the park since I got them. I need to find my water bottle.
You can take those. Why would you take those to the parks?
Do you want me to say it on here? Why I take them to the parks? Because if I'm drinking in the parks, I can just before I go.
Oh, okay. I was like, do you
put Coke in there?
What do you do? Like, okay, so you take your own Coke. Take your own spray. Okay. Okay, you do you, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. You refill it with your own Coke at home.
I take my water bottle all the time and put water in it.
My water bottle label, every time I buy one, falls off.
So
it's
fast.
terrible. I'm gonna buy one just like Gorilla Glue.
It's just a sticker. It's all it is. Those are just wrapped around. At least those are like sealed basically. But the stickers they slide right off after a day or two.
It's bad. That's why it's not up there. I think it's upstairs or not upstairs. I think it's up in the cabinet in the apartment. All right. What's new? That's it for new on Batu. That's it.
So we got our next one. You've got a lot of options for this. I don't know where you're gonna go. You want to decide, or do you have one to show?
Well, we'll talk about this with collective. This is not the thing I'm going to show. This is what I pulled off the wall a little bit ago because I wanted to show it on here because I think it's the greatest Star Wars action figure they've ever released, and that's saying something because I'm not really a big Boba Fett fan. I don't dislike Boba Fett. I think Boba Fett's going to change how I look at Boba Fett. But this new Black Series figure has come out, and one thing I love about the new Black Series stuff now is they've color coded it all.
That helps.
It looks so good. Yeah. So this is Return of the Jet. Go ahead.
Do you know? Okay, what's the deal? Why are some packages angled and
this is the new packaging now.
Okay, because
all the new ones are angled like this.
My Jar Jar Binks is angled, and
this is the old packaging.
Dark Ray is angled.
Yep. Old, new.
Okay.
Old, new.
New is angled.
Yes, okay. New is angled.
Because I only have 2 that are angled, and I have like 5 that are.
Because it's brand new packaging.
Okay.
This Boba Fett is the best action figure that Hasbro has ever produced for Star Wars, for a few reasons. First off, it's just a thick, big package. It feels like it feels good. It feels like it should be like $25, which is what Black Series are.
Yeah.
But it just comes with so many cool accessories.
That's the thing. Most Black Series look like Luke. You just get a lightsaber.
Rey, you get a
lightsaber.
You get her staff and
this one you get a little more. Yeah. Wedge, you just get his helmet. Like although you get a blaster, like you don't get much.
You wait until you see the Kylo Ren accessory that I got.
Did you get a Smash helmet?
No.
That'd be cool.
But it comes with like jetpack fire.
Is it Vader's helmet?
It comes with 2 guns. Two
the
guns.
One that Luke cut in half, right? You said.
It's just 1 gun. No, 2 guns. Yeah, it comes with 2 guns. Okay. And one of them is the one that Luke cuts off when they are fighting in Return of the Jedi on the little thing from Jabba's palace. Sail barge. Yeah.
That's Jabba's.
The skiff. The
skiffs. Yeah.
The skiff.
Do you remember when they had one of those in front of Star Tours? Way back.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they had a snow speeder. Do you remember the snow speeder from Hoth?
No.
No. Look it up.
Seriously?
You had to be there. I was there.
Hang on. I know they had the snow speeder on the backlot tour.
They moved it. They pulled it.
Oh.
You had to have seen it.
I don't know if I've seen it.
Dude, yeah, look it up.
Maybe I did see it and just don't remember it. And it's going to unlock some weird memory.
And your memory is it was on backlot tour.
Maybe.
So that's probably what
I know it was there.
I have pictures of me in front of the skiff.
Is that the one used in the movie?
I don't think so.
That'd be so dope.
That would be. Didn't mean to derail you.
No, you're good.
I think it was just those 2 vehicles. Is where Jedi Training Academy is now.
He's also got the grappling hook that he uses to attack Luke.
That's pretty cool. That wraps around him.
And I think it actually I don't know. It might retract. I don't know. I haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, leave it.
I have 2 of these, so we might have to open one.
Mandos always go to that as like their second.
Look at the detailing on the jetpack. I mean, come on, man.
Does it have the dent in his helmet?
Look, yes.
It has the dent in his helmet.
Look at the jetpack.
It's even like scraped.
I'm telling you, it is the best Black Series figure that I own, and probably the best one they've ever produced.
You probably noticed it. You didn't say it. You can attach the blaster back to itself. You can put him back together.
Yeah.
Yeah. The blaster where Luke cuts, you can just click it back in.
Yep.
So if you have a Luke and you're playing with him, Luke can cut it off. That's pretty cool.
It's so cool. It's just such a good figure.
Yeah.
But that is not my collection connection, but I'm going to let you go first since I just talked for 5 minutes about one action figure.
That doesn't even count. So, mine, throwing it back to Star Tours, like we're saying, is this itty-bitty Star Tours pin.
What?
It's it's original one. It's with the old Star Tours logo. This is from like...
Wait, it's a pin, like a trading pin?
Yeah, Disney trading
Shut
pin.
up. Yeah. You got that on a trip here?
Mickey Mouse. Yeah. I got this back in the 90s. This is like
no
one of my
way.
favorite pins.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
I'm a huge pin collector.
The leader in galactic sightseeing. Yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
That's one of the original Star Tours pins.
Wow, that's cool, man.
I love that thing so much.
Do you know that I have Star Tours ears?
No. That's cool. Is it Star Tours Adventures Continues? Or is it...
I think it was given... I'll have to double check. I don't know. I think it's the original one. Josh gave them to me.
Nice. But, yeah, this is just the old school Star Tours logo, Star Tours font.
That's cool, man.
I love it so much.
That's cool.
Star Tours... I mean, I still love it now, but as a kid,
it was just so much.
It was like my top 5 attraction as a kid.
I liked it a lot.
Now, but
see, I went through a phase where I didn't like Star Tours, and then I liked it again. I don't know why.
I didn't have it with that, but I get it.
I kind of struggled with it being canon or not.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is kind of stupid that, like, it's even dumb now when you're writing it.
No, it's not canon.
The crate thing. He's on crate, and they're the Battle of Crate, and he's like, it's C-3PO.
Yeah. Even though we're in
the hangar.
You
kind of just have to block it out and just be like, this is just fun.
It's the concept is canon, but C-3PO flying through crate while also being on crate isn't canon. But the concept of there is a star speeder that flies Star Tours is canon.
I wish they'd like just put it in the background of the movie, and you just kind of see Star Tours like flying off. Just
they should
for a frame
special
or two.
Editions.
Would just
Disney
be
special
so cool.
editions.
Would you
just plug them in?
Would you be mad at that?
No.
I would love it.
No.
I would love it. No one would know what it was unless you knew what it was.
Right in the background. Like, what was that? Cool. Nothing.
All right.
Supposedly they were at the Battle of Exegol too. So if we could get a picture of them being seriously they are.
Yeah, I know. They're so it's in that horde of stuff there.
Which none of the ships are recognizable except the Ghost and the Falcon. I wish they really would have shown us more, but side tangent. Collection for you, your connection?
Mine is a little exciting. I don't know. I'm very excited about this. So as you guys know, over the past few weeks, I've been like obsessed with
on a massive toy, like cake.
Massive. Yeah. I bought my. I'm getting kind of emotional on this. Yeah. I bought my first carded Star Wars figure. Didn't cost a ton of money. It's not one of those ones where it was $800. It wasn't anything like that. The card's not in great condition, but I did this on purpose for a few reasons. First reason is I want to just have one. I want to learn about grading them.
There's a whole subculture in this that you dived into. I had no clue. You had no clue it was a thing. No, I never would.
I knew it was a thing. I didn't know how big of a thing it was.
Okay, I had no idea.
But I wanted to just have something from this time period, and it's the oldest series that exists. It's from Return of the Jedi. It is on card. The card is beat up. The packaging is yellowed, but I love it. I don't care. I can always go. This was my first vintage.
Right.
Action figure that I ever bought. Yeah, it's sentimental to me, and it's also because my daughter pointed this out to me one time. Yeah. That she knew that he was from Rise of the Resistance, and that made me kind of emotional. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, you're getting it, and she knew his name. Yeah. And so that's one of the other reasons why I got this specific one. They had a few options. Like I got to go with my boy 9-Nub from Return of the Jedi. This is I have 2 for collection connection this week. I have this one and one more, and it's a comparison.
He always cheats.
It's I just have so much crap. I couldn't do one a week now. I used to I don't have a lot of Star Wars stuff now. I can't even say that anymore. I have so much crap. Yeah. I love this. I mean, it's a vintage collect. Again, it's not in the greatest condition. It's not even. I would say it's not even in good condition.
That's not what matters.
It's just that it's cool. I mean, come on. This was on a toy shelf in 1983. I mean, come on, man.
It's older than both.
This was in a Toys R Us somewhere, or so, that's just cool. Yeah, it's just cool. I don't mind taking it out of the box. It's not sealed or anything.
9-Nub himself.
I haven't done this yet, by the way.
Oh boy.
I mean, just feel that. Come on.
You can definitely feel it, how old it is. Like, you can feel that. Yeah, you're right. It is really torn up.
It's torn up.
Like,
Like,
that doesn't matter.
I'm not pretending it's not.
Yeah.
But it's just cool. It's just cool,
It's not
man.
the coolest thing to you, but the coolest thing on it to me is the back. The C-3PO case.
Oh, no, that's dope.
I have that case.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, it's like I said, this is all messed. It's not like this is probably graded like a friggin' 3 or something.
Yeah.
But it's just cool, man. Like I just like that it exists.
Yeah.
Like I like that someone had the foresight to like, let's put this in the closet. You know. It's cool. But I brought this in for a reason because I wanted to show you my real collection connection of the week, which is.
Yeah.
This is exciting. I'm very excited about this. I'm so happy I own this now.
It's really cool.
I got this as an Easter gift from Holly.
I love how she's all in on this.
100%
all in on this for you.
She could come in and school you guys better than I could on all this stuff.
Oh yeah.
She got me a Cara Dune vintage collection, carbonized Cara Dune with the holographic background. Evan, hold it in your hands because this is all that exists. This is why I wanted this thing so bad. What exists of this is just all that exists.
It's a really well done figure.
It's awesome.
It looks just like her. There's like no complaints about the figure. The packaging is really cool.
It's
you can
awesome.
tell it's a different level of packaging.
Yeah. How cool is that to hold that in your hands?
So, are these the only one that have been carbonized?
I think so.
On the back.
Yeah.
So you got Cara Dune, you got Din Djarin, the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
You have Remnant Stormtrooper, and you have an Imperial Death Trooper. So they're all from Mandalorian. So some of the figures from that show are the only carbonized figures. Very cool.
Isn't it cool? But the reason I want to do this is I wanted to take a look at this. Packaging. Yes, it's holographic. You know, we can even just put this one back because I don't want to drop it or something. I'm going to put this one back. I'm going to grab. You tell me a figure to grab, and I'll grab it.
Let me see one I haven't.
Want to go Vader?
I haven't really looked at the Vader one. Yeah. Okay, I saw Grief today, and I knew you had it.
Yeah.
But I was like, at first I was like, wait, does he have it? But I'm like, no, yeah, it's in. Yeah.
I've got him. I think you got him for me.
Yeah. It was a couple weeks ago.
No, you got me Moff Gideon.
That's the one I gave you.
Oh crap. We're getting close to dead battery here.
But
all right.
Gideon is the one I gave you.
That's right.
I got that one for you when you paid.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was my birthday present? No.
Yeah.
Birthday present? Yes. Is that birthday? No. I don't know.
My gifts come late.
But I just give you stuff from time to time.
You do.
But I just wanted to point out how great the vintage collection packaging is.
It looks just like
this is a Rogue One Darth Vader. I mean, they really, really crushed it.
You really wouldn't know.
I mean, for people who are just casual fans, you wouldn't know. I mean, even me, when I look at these, I have to go let me see the back of it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's from 1983? Perfect.
And the new ones say Disney on the back. Like, these aren't going to say
Oh,
Disney.
yeah, you're right.
Look, it says Disney on the bottom.
Yeah, that's true. I hadn't thought about that. I love vintage collection because they're just so cheap.
They really are.
Inexpensive, not cheap.
Yeah.
They're inexpensive. And it's like, some of these are already going for, wild money.
Yeah.
Well, it's not vintage, but my white Mandalorian one it's worth enough money that I took all my white ones off the wall and brought them inside. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that.
You gotta be safe with those.
Yeah, they're worth hundreds of dollars. But I just love the vintage collection. It's my favorite because it's just such a cool throwback to this time. I just love this figure, man. This might be my favorite thing I've ever bought that's Star Wars.
Dang, I'm saying a lot.
It's just cool, but I love it too because he ties into Galaxy's Edge. It's all encompassing. It's Kenner, it's Star Wars, it's Galaxy's Edge, it's everything.
I'm
it's
a little
bit
disappointed
everything.
though.
In what?
You didn't buy his brother.
Tin Nub. Wish I could have.
I love that.
All right, let's move on to the next thing because we gotta.
I'm all out of things for me because I've been so swamped. I haven't done.
Me too.
Piyusa.
I've been at the beach day drinking for a week, so I have been very busy.
So that's it for me. It's been a great week, and
what's next?
It's good to be back. That's it for me. Read of the week would be next.
You got to dip out?
No. I'm saying that's it for. I got nothing.
We got nothing for Piyusa. Next week we'll come in more prepared, but.
We'll probably just talk about our Jendy Tartakovsky watch for you.
Yeah.
If you want to. That might be a little.
I think we should do it. You want to do that? Or do you want to do a podcast of my reaction?
I want to do both.
Deal.
And then we just talk about it for Piyusa.
Read of the week. I'm in a Thrawn mood because I'm reading Thrawn
That's a
Ascendancy. Thrawn Ascendancy.
They start with A.
Yeah.
I'm
really. I haven't really read much more of it. I've read like 3 pages in the last few days because I was at the beach. I fell asleep on the beach. While I was reading. True story. But Thrawn Alliances. I like this book a lot. It's
Are you Jimmy Buffett now? What is happening?
Yeah, dude, I am. Yes, Margaritaville, cheeseburger in paradise, doing it all. I like this book a lot. It takes place in 2 different time periods, and they both have to do with Thrawn and Vader / Thrawn and Anakin. The cool part of that story is that, of course, Thrawn doesn't know that Anakin is Vader.
Oh yeah, I forget about that. That is cool.
Takes place on Batuu a little bit. The first canon Batuu appearance.
I also forgot about that. That is cool.
There are things in here that tie into Oga's Cantina.
That's very cool too. Because Oga's is the best place ever.
Read of the week, Thrawn Alliances. Check it out.
Page turner?
A page turner it is. It's really, really good. This is one of the rare ones. I think I had both the book and the audiobook. And I think I did the audiobook versus reading it. But I don't remember for sure if that's true. But
nice.
Fantastic book. One of Timothy Zahn's best that's canon. Because I think those original ones are just so good. You can't top them. I kind of wish they'd just bring them into.
I was about to say, I wish they could just work it in.
I wish they just work it in because I think they're worth it. Is that it, my guy?
That is it, my dude.
That's it. That wraps up this episode of Jedi Night Live. Thank you to Evan. Thank you to Austin. It's been good hanging out with you, man.
Yes, sir.
Austin, it's been good to work with you through Instagram. Where can everyone find you, Evan, online if they so choose?
On Instagram at Evan T. Boucher. Just my name.
Perfect. You can find me at Brad Ventures over on Instagram. And I had a good time. This was a fun little episode. And I hope you guys check out the podcast, Jedi Talk Podcast, over on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts from. But that's it from us this week. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And until then, may the Force be with you.
Always.
Wait, I said until then. We'll see you on the next episode. But until then, may the Force be with you.
Always.